Hello, everyone. I'm Chester44, Hossein and welcome to this Let's Play of The Altars. Last episode, we got a new altar, the Scientist. He will likely be able to help us out because we found something about an anomaly. We need to see what that is all about. You can also do research. So, I found something peculiar.
I found something peculiar on the planet. What exactly was peculiar about it? Everything. It was like a local distortion of reality. And it seemed to be emitting strong radiation. Yes. You could have expected to come across something like that sooner or later, according to reports from previous missions. Unidentified sources of radiation, unexplained electromagnetic field anomalies, distortions of matter, space, or even gravity. What are they? According to a bold theory fleshed out by Professor Frankov, they may be instances of the so-called interval. What? Interval. In very simple terms, it's a non-coincidental superposition of potential universes.
Okay.
We don't know exactly why it occurs, but observations prove that under certain, not yet specified conditions, two or more parallel landscapes can coexist within a common quantum field, creating a so-called proximity plane.
I'd better stay clear of it.
Whatever it is, doesn't sound like something I'd want to walk into again. Yes, it's fascinating, but it can be dangerous. If, and I stress if, Professor Frankov's intuition is right, then the distortion you have encountered could have been a puncture, the spot where the proximity plane intersects with our observed universe, subverting its physical balance and distorting the rules of Newtonian mechanics. We need to learn more about these peculiarities.
Are you
Inform
sure?
me at once if you come across another one.
Okay, I'll keep you informed. Database, there we go. Static anomaly. Static anomalies are common on the surface of the planet. They are immobile and rather harmless if handled with proper care. However, if a careless explorer steps into one, they will suffer from a radiation surge. Radiation, gotcha. Ah, the greenhouse. So, used to prepare high-quality meals in the kitchen in 1 hour, or 16 hours to prepare to make 10 of them. Takes more time to grow raw food, but uses half as much organics. Ah, that's the difference. So it makes twice as much for the same amount of organics as 5 of these. Well, we do need some raw food. And I do have a little bit of time. Alright, and I'm tired. Look for more strange phenomena. Yeah, later. Okay, let's keep looking around here. Do you have anything to say, technician? I have bad news about our way around.
Okay. I went beyond the rocks. It doesn't look good. The lava river is fast as hell. I'll be straight with you. There's no way around it. Holy shit. What now?
We could try to back out.
Well, we could try and back out. Sure. And head straight into the sun without even knowing how much time this little detour might cost us. No. You got us here. You get us across. Okay. Any smart ideas then? So now I'm smart, huh?
Huh.
Still, even I might not be enough. But a smarter version of us? Yeah, he could do the trick. The scientist. He could look for a solution in that research lab you built. Okay, let's give it a go.
Okay. I thought ahead of time. Research a solution for crossing the lava river. Mission. Crossing the lava river. Look into possible ways of getting the base to the other side of the lava river. Yep, that'll be your next job, Jan. Jan, scientist. You have nothing to say? Okay.
I feel good about today.
Yeah, today wasn't that bad a day. Let's go ahead and rest. So we have a call coming in. Also, I'm going to change your assignment. Okay, you're on the workshop. Which... yeah, we've got those pylon components. While you work on those, I'll see what I can do about growing things. Meanwhile, what is this call we've got coming in? Maxwell? Oh, you must be the boss.
Hello?
Jan Dolsky. Finally. I've been impatient to meet you.
Yeah, sure. You that big fish Lucas was mumbling about?
Terrence Maxwell. But yes, I am both his and your superior at mining operations. First of all, my heartfelt condolences. Losing the whole crew must have been hard on you.
Yeah, I still can't get over it.
Yeah. I still can't get over it.
Their families have been informed. They're grief-stricken, as you can imagine. But the deaths of their loved ones will go down in history as part of a pioneering discovery. Your discovery.
So, do people know I found Rubidium?
We're keeping the news within a very limited circle. It's only wise for the time being.
People have the right to know.
Limited circle, huh? Bullshit. The public has a right to know about such things.
I like your passion, Jan. You're an honest man. But you're under enough pressure already. We don't need the media to go berserk or the stock market to overreact. We don't need chaos down here while all our efforts should concentrate on supporting you up there. Your task is difficult enough, and failure is not an option.
That's why you had me create my altars? You'd rather let me lose my mind than lose the Rubidium?
It was a long shot, I admit. But we were saving both. Rubidium and you, Jan. Do you think it was a mistake?
I have mixed feelings.
I have mixed feelings. Sure, it's better to be alive, but I feel like a line's been crossed.
You certainly have a chance to experience something extraordinary. Many people would envy you.
Let's just get one thing straight, Maxwell. I know you expect things of me, but I'm no hero.
Ah, heroism. Are you familiar with the works of Albert Camus?
Okay, I swear, his voice is so familiar. Where the hell have I heard that voice before? I know I've heard it in another game, but I can't remember where. I gotta look that up at some point. Albert who?
Albert who?
A great writer and philosopher. Camus believed heroism was easy, accessible. For him, it was living a normal man's life that was a true challenge. Being decent. Doing the right thing. You are the first person to prove that we can actually excavate Rubidium in quantities that can really make a difference. A dream the biggest corporations have been chasing for over a decade now. Constantly failing. You say you're not a hero? Well, maybe I don't need you to be one. Maybe you should just carry on being a decent man, Jan Dulski.
Are you buttering me up for something?
Okay, you're buttering me up for something big here. Let's cut to the chase.
Hard-headed. I like that. You've probably noticed how different Rapidium looks in reality than on the training materials they showed you.
Why is that?
It changes form constantly. Its chemical structure is so volatile that it is almost impossible to capture two particles in the same state. A fleeting substance. Spectacular. But also very unstable.
Then how come it works?
How come it works?
Not enough tests were run to explain that. The only sample ever found in space was researched inside a mobile base like your own, but it never made it back to Earth. It lasted long enough to demonstrate its amazing qualities, only to disintegrate somewhere between the Copernicus and the Hyades cluster.
You're afraid it might not withstand the journey.
So, you're afraid the Rapidium I found might not withstand the journey?
I know it won't. That's why we came up with a special container for it. An Ark.
You mean like a box?
A hermetic module dedicated specifically to storing and transporting Rapidium. We have blueprints for it. Lucas should send the necessary data over to you by the time we finish talking. Constructing a Rapidium Ark should be your primary focus now.
I'd consider it secondary. I'll get to it right away.
Sounds like a big task. I should get to it straight away.
It is a big task, Jan. But it's worth every effort. I hope you realize the gravity of the moment.
I thought you said you didn't want to put pressure on me.
You're right. Lucas said you had questions. Is there anything you'd like to ask me?
So, how about you start by telling me about the landing?
Do you know what happened to my crew?
Lucas showed me the records. I have a theory, but it's more of a hunch. I don't have any hard proof to support it.
What is
Well,
it?
tell me something.
Well, I think it might have been the quantum processing unit that killed them.
Really?
What? But that's... No, that's crazy.
Do you read detective stories, Jan? The culprit always needs to have two things. A motive and a means. Well, it certainly had a means to do it.
But why?
Like I said, it's just a hunch. I'm afraid I won't have much more time for now, Jan. Do you have any other questions?
Yeah, we don't have a motive, and we still don't know if it wasn't just completely random. So how about the branching?
The branching procedure. There's a story there. Tell me.
It is something that has been tested long ago within Ally Corp. But for completely different reasons and, as you can imagine, in a much more rudimentary fashion.
Altering mind records? For whom?
I'm sorry, Jan. It's highly classified and I already told you too much. I think you deserve answers, but regarding this matter, like I said, things were tested just for a while. Not much came of it. Now, I'd love to keep on chatting, but I really will end this call soon. Do you have any more questions?
Yeah, how about the altars?
What will happen to my altars when we get back?
I don't know. Yet. I don't need to tell you this is unprecedented. There are no good practices here, but I know one thing. You can trust me and Lucas completely. But if anyone else contacts you, it's absolutely vital you don't tell them anything about the existence of the altars.
What?
Why is that?
Why?
You know very well why, Jan. The law has been violated.
Ah,
I thought Lucas said the branching was authorized.
You haven't been listening. There are no procedures for this sort of situation. There is no one who can officially authorize such an act. At the end of the day, it was your decision to branch yourself. It will be in your best interest to keep that in mind when considering the consequences.
I don't like the sound of this.
We will come back to it later, I'm sure. Right now, I'll have to leave you shortly.
Well, that's a little bit concerning
else?
now, isn't it? No, I'm good.
No. I'm good.
Rapidium Arc, Jan. That's what you should focus on right now. Your secret is safe with me and Lucas. Once you come back with a remedy for Earth's ailments, nobody will think of punishing you for how you got it. Remember, just do the right thing.
Yeah, we have other concerns.
Now, I really have to go. But it was a pleasure talking to you. And we will talk more, I promise. Until then.
The Rapidium Arc. Okay, what is needed for that? Is it a module? The Arc is required to safely store and transport Rapidium. It's more space efficient than a storage unit similar in size. We would need a lot more Rapidium for that, and we'd need to start mining the Rapidium. And we need more storage space to do it, so that's gonna take a while. I mean, I can get more minerals, or more space. The refinery I'm not looking at right now, but I can buy one more small storage. So I at least have that. The only other thing I'd want to make is a social room and an infirmary, which are both 6 wide. I can put one over here, but I can't fit one over here. I'd need to build it further up, and I'd need more elevators. I'm gonna need more metals. So... But I do need to do that thing for the others, so... Here's what I'm gonna do. You are gonna go here and take care of the greenhouse for a bit. I'm gonna get these, no, not the research. I'm gonna get these things built so I can do production. There we go. So I've got all those done. Now I can go and start the teleportation to where I need to go. I need to get this teleporter way over here, so I can continue exploring these, get those minerals. I'll pick up those shallow organics on the way. We're gonna need to set up a Rapidium deposit at some point. Can I... How far up can I build this? Oh. There. I'll pick up the others later. For now, let me grab this. Oh, right. They're right over here.
All done. Should I take care of this now?
Ooh, is that actually everything done? I think we'll need some more. If I make in the kitchen... Ooh! Make the cooked meals. That way we'll have all the meals handled. Alright. Let's get this pylon built. Damn it! That was a little bit too far. There. And I gotta go up this way. I think I might be able to get it up here. Okay, I can't quite get it up there, but it's only 2 more of these and I'll be able to get that teleport spot. There we go. There we go. Teleportation set up. I can get back whenever I want. Okay. Ah, jeez, 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 jeez. Fuck. I ran right into one. Fainted from irradiation.
Before you head out, make sure you have all the important equipment.
You have lost consciousness outside the base. Fortunately, you were rescued by one of your alters. However, both of you came back irradiated. Of course. Great. Well, the good news is we have those things. I need to change this. We don't have anything there. Get onto that at least. That is not what I wanted to happen. He needs to finish that, which will be soon. Okay, I think we need to do something about this irradiation. We do have enough for a social room, we can't get an infirmary. Minerals are what we're gonna need. We're gonna need a lot more rupidium too. We're gonna need to build up storage for things. Rupidium arc's gonna take a while. It's a 4x4. Which I wish we could put there. If we put it here, we'd be able to put... Actually. We could store it right here. I'd be fine with that. Except we actually couldn't. No. I mean, the rupidium arc should be able to store rupidium without us having to worry about it taking up the other storage. So I do think we need it. But we need a lot more rupidium for that, and for that, we're gonna need to build something else. Let me see storage here. So we did do all the cooked meals. We will need to do it a second time. We do have another mining outpost. We will need to build a second, I think. And honestly, with all we're doing, I think we need the miner. Someone who can go out and do this mining to get the materials we need. While while we have other people taking care of things here. I think we're gonna need to. Let me take a look at things up here again. The quantum computer, let me look. Let's see. The miner, 50% efficiency when mining only metals. We have the doctor first, and later we can get the shrink. The refiner currently, when refining enriched metals, and the worker when crafting items at a workshop. He's only when mining metals. I don't want to get a guard. But I feel like the miner would actually be a good thing, since he'd be able to take care of those kinds of problems. And take care of mining metals, which we do end up needing a lot of. I think I'm going to get the miner. We have the rupidium for it. We can only have 3 total altars. This one... I should have waited. We're gonna need a little bit more foodstuffs. Okay. We're gonna look at his life story in the next episode, because this episode's gone on long enough. Till then, I am Chester44, also known as Fly. That is Jan Dolsky. This has been a Let's Play of The Altars, and I shall see you all next time.